What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Real Talk with your boy Spells. Thank you for tuning in once again. I hope everybody's having a blessed day thus far. Before we begin today's podcast, I just want to ask everybody to pray for Daunte Wright's family, that they would be comforted during this time. That is, if you don't know who that is the young man who just lost his life in a police shooting. So yes, pray for his family, his mom and his father, and the rest of his family members, that they get through this difficult time in Jesus' name. All right. I just want to jump right into it. Okay. This is going to be a very sensitive topic, but it needs to be said. It's been said by different people, but I'm going to repeat that, but I'm going to add my own, thing to it. I'll just start out by saying this. When I was a youngster, I sat with my older relatives, my older aunts and uncles, and my grandparents, and they told me how life how I was to expect life as a young black man in America. And what they told me was that you never ever want to mess with the police. You do not trust the police. You stay away from the police. If you see the police over here, you run over there, because police just don't do us right. We are in the land of our enemies. So that's just the way it is. You got to try to do your best to avoid them, because you will end up losing your life. Okay. And when I was a kid, this is no joke. This is a true story. When I was growing up in the projects, I used to see a police car coming. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I would see a police car driving up, just coming down the street, and I would just take off running, because this is what I heard. My whole life at that time. I was, to run from the police. Get away from the police. Stay away from the police. Do not trust the police. Let them do their thing. You stay far. You stay over there. You know what I'm talking about? There was a truth to Tupac's lyrics. Tupac said, running from the police. That's right. Mama catch me, put a whooping to my backside. I mean, that was the truth. Running from the police. I was doing that since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Straight up. Them police wasn't even thinking about me, but I believed that they were, and I was just doing what I was told to do, running away, getting away from them, because I did not want to lose my life. But you know what? I just wanted to address young Black Americans first, and to the rest of the United States and to the rest of the world. But first, I'm speaking to my people, and secondly, I'm speaking to everybody. Young Black men, when you get stopped by the police, you want to try your best to comply. Don't try your best to comply. Comply. Ricky Smiley has said plenty of times before, do not have court on the side of the road. Do not have court on the side of the road. Do not get in a pissing contest with police officers on the side of the road. Do not escalate the situation even higher than what it is, because they have a weapon on them. And when stress, overtakes your body in stressful situations, yes, you're trained, but sometimes you're training. You get tunnel vision. You're training. It is not as where it should be, and that stress takes you on, and you get that tunnel vision. And everything is just a blur, for everybody. If you've ever been in military, myself, you've ever been in law enforcement, myself. Okay. You know how that feels when you're under that amount of stress. You see tunnel vision. Yes, you resort to your training, but sometimes, it's just part of being a human, So if you know that you are in the land of your enemies and whatnot, and they come to pull you over, then why would you act out in a way where they would have the legal right to take your life? Yeah, there'll be some protests for you. Yes, there might even be a riot kicked off in your honor. Yes, there will be murals, and Black Lives Matter is going to come out and chant your name. Justice for so-and-so. You can put your name right there. Justice for so-and-so. No more killings. I can't breathe. No disrespect to anyone. I can't breathe. Hands up. Don't shoot. We can do all of that stuff for you. But guess what? You're dead. You're dead. Because you wanted to argue with the cops. You wanted to fight. You wanted to resist arrest. Am I saying that we're not targeted? No, I'm not saying that, because I'd be lying if I say that we were not targeted. Not every cop targets young men of color or people of color. Not every police officer. Not every non-colored person of color police officer would just wake up in the morning and say, today I'm going to go kill a person of color. I don't believe too many of them wake up with that on their mind. Okay. But I do understand that there are some police officers out there that have an axe to grind with people of color. And yes, those people should not be cops. They should not have a weapon. They should check themselves into the nearest jail cell. Yeah. Or to a mental hospital, check themselves in, or go and tie a millstone around the neck and jump in the river, because we don't need people like that. So we have some good cops and we got some bad cops out there. But if you are a young black man, you are a person of color, you are a person, no matter what your color is, do not get in a pissing contest with the cops on the side of the road. Do not have court on the side of the road with these cops. Fight your case in court. If it is deemed that they wrongfully arrest you, you're going to have some money in your pocket. You're going to have some money in your pocket. You're going to have some money in your pocket to buy a house, or some Jordans, or some clothes, or whatever it is that you into. So do not have court on the side of the road. Let me show you how to do it. When the police get behind you, okay, keep your hands on the steering wheel, just like this. Remember, you've been told you're a young black man, and the police, the white cops, are scared of you. So keep this in your mind, okay? They already probably scared of you. Not saying that that's true, but they already probably scared of you. They already probably think there's a weapon in the car. So what do you do to stay alive? I'm trying to teach you how to stay alive. What do you do to stay alive? You keep your hands on the steering wheel. You keep the car running until they tell you to turn it off. And before you turn it off, you say, officer, can you please take your flashlight and shine it into this car so you can see that I'm going for my keys as you just told me to turn off the car. Okay, now may I move to turn off the car? Okay, officer, I'm turning off the car. Boom. Bring your hand back to the steering wheel. Bring your hand back to the steering wheel. Okay, a license, registration, proof of insurance? All right, no problem, officer. It's right there in my glove compartment. Do me a favor. Can you please shine that flashlight over in my glove compartment? Okay, now just tell me when to execute that. Okay, now I'm moving to, okay, boom. Bring it back. Let them see, let them shine the light up in there. Let them be comfortable and know that there's no weapons in that glove box. Okay, you grab it out slowly. You don't want to hurt. They get, some of them are like that, man. You don't know. They probably like grew up on Melrose Place or 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. You don't know. They might be, oh my God, So move real slow. All right. Here you go, officer. Okay. Here you go, officer. Now, what do I do next? Okay, just keep my hands on the steering wheel, just like this. All right. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. No problem. It's called comply. Comply with them so you can live. And if they do get you out of the car and they do arrest you, do not resist. Do not resist arrest. Do not resist arrest. Let them put the handcuffs on you. Let them take you to jail. Fight it out in court. At least you're alive to fight it out in court and not dead somewhere, shot up in the street. Now you're laying on a cold slab and your family is on the news. They in despair. They crying. You got riots popping off in the land. There's civil unrest. Why? Because you wanted to resist arrest. Do not resist arrest. Keep it calm so you can live. Keep it calm and do not resist arrest. You can fight it out in court. At least you're alive to do so. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with your boy Spells. Remember, stay alive. Peace.